Welcome children. Today's topic is uses of dimensional equations. So already we studied about dimensions, dimensional formula as well as dimensional equation, and today we are going to study about the uses of dimensional equations. And the first use is to check the correctness of an equation. So if we want to check the correctness of an equation, we can use which one? Dimensions. Okay. So for example, suppose I am taking one equation here. So we know the equation v square equals u square plus 2as. And we want to check whether this equation is dimensionally correct or not. Okay. So for that we have three terms here. So first one is v square, second one is u square, and third one is 2as. And we should find the dimensions of each term in this equation. And if the dimensions are same, then we can say that this equation is dimensionally correct. So first of all, find the dimension of which one? V square. So I am finding the dimension of V square. V means final velocity. That means velocity. What is the dimension of velocity? Lt raised to minus 1. It is given square here. So Lt raised to minus 1 the whole square. That means L square t raised to minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. Okay. Similarly, I am taking second term. That means U square. U is the initial velocity. So what is the dimension? Velocity dimension is same only, Lt raised to minus 1 square. So Lt raised to minus 1 the whole square. That means L square t raised to minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. Then we have one more term here in this equation, 2as. Here 2 is a numerical, so this will not comes in dimensions. So in dimensions we are not including any numericals. So we are taking only these terms. What is a here? Acceleration, and s is the distance. So that means, so what is the dimension of acceleration? Lt raised to minus 2. Lt raised to minus 2 into what is the dimension of distance? Distance means L only, length. Okay. So whenever S comes means that is distance only. Distance means length. So what is the dimension of length? L itself. So into L. That means L into L is L square t raised to minus 2. So we can see that the dimensions of all the three terms are same. That means this equation is dimensionally correct. So if the dimension of all the terms in the equations are same, then we can say that this equation is dimensionally correct. So that is the first use of which one? Dimension. So in order to check the correctness of an equation, we can use which one? Dimensions. The next one, second use. The second use is to derive the relationship between different physical quantities. So if we know the factors on which a physical quantity depends, then we can easily derive a relation connecting that physical quantity and factors with the help of which one? Dimensions. Okay, so we should know the factors on which that physical quantity depends. Okay, suppose I am taking one example. So we want to find the time period of a pendulum. Okay, so if we want to find the time period of a pendulum, so we have the symbol for time period, capital T. Okay, and this time period depends on mainly three factors. First one is mass of the bob. Mass of the bob, small m. Second one is length of the string. Length of the string or length of the thread, L. Then third one, acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. Symbol is G. So we know this time period depends on mass of the bob, length of the string, and acceleration due to gravity, and we have to derive a relation for which one? Time period. So we can write here as T is proportional to which all factors? Mass, then length, then next one is G. Okay, but we don't know the powers of mass, length and G. Okay, simply we are taking as m raised to a, L raised to b, and G raised to c, because we don't know the correct powers here. Okay, so we need to find which one? First of all, we need to find a, b and c, then only we can derive the relation. Okay, so for that what we are doing is, so we have to find the dimension of LHS as well as RHS, and we are equating the powers. Okay, so whenever we are equating the powers, we will be getting the correct equation. So in order to remove the proportional sign, what we are doing now? t equals, we can multiply by a constant here. So I am taking a constant k into m raised to a, l raised to b, g raised to c. So we need to find the powers a, b and c. So for that we have to find the dimension of LHS and RHS. And LHS what we are having here? Time period. So dimension of time period t. Dimension of t is simply t itself. But if you are writing in terms of m, l and t, so what is the power for m here? Here there is no m, so m raised to 0, l raised to 0 and t raised to 1. That means simply we can write as t. So this is the dimension of which one? Time period. Similarly, I want to find dimension of which one? Right hand side, this k is a constant. So we can leave the constant now. So next we have mass. So what is the dimension of mass? Dimension of mass symbol is capital M. So capital M is the dimension of mass. The next one, length. What is the dimension for length? Capital L. Capital L. The next we have G. So what is the dimension of G? G means acceleration due to gravity. So we should write the dimension of acceleration. So what is the dimension of acceleration? Lt raised to minus 2. So now we got the dimension of each and every terms here. So we can substitute in this formula. That means dimension of t. What is the dimension of t here? M raised to 0, L raised to 0, t. So this is the dimension of time period. Equals, next what we have? Dimension of mass. So dimension of mass is which one here? Capital M. So capital M raised to, what is the power for mass? A. So both sides we are taking dimensions. So dimension of t I have already written here. M raised to 0, L raised to 0, t. Next we have to write the dimension of mass. What is the dimension of mass here? Capital M. But what is the power? A. So M raised to A. Next one is which one? L. What is the dimension of L? Capital L. So what is the power here? B. Similarly next one, G. What is G? Dimension for G is how much? Lt raised to minus 2. So Lt raised to minus 2. But we have the power here. What is the power? C. Okay. Now here left hand side we have m power 0, L power 0, t raised to 1. But right hand side m only 1 is there. So we can write here as m raised to, what is the power here? A. M raised to A. Then next comes L. L raised to 1, B is here. And here also L raised to C is also there. That means A raised to M into A raised to N is A raised to M plus N. That means L raised to B plus C. B plus C. Then again T raised to minus 2 into C is minus 2C. See? So we got the dimension of LHS and RHS. So next what is the step? We have to equate the powers. Okay. So equating the powers. Equating the powers. So what we get now? So here A, here m raised to 0, m raised to A. That means A can be equated to which one? 0. Next one, here L raised to 0, here L raised to B plus C. That means B plus C can be equated to which one? 0. Next one, minus 2Z. Minus 2Z can be equated to, here it is 1. Okay, equals 1. That means A equal to 0. Already we got here. And from the last one, we can write C equals minus 1 by 2. And I am substituting the C value here. So what I will get now? B plus C. Plus C means minus 1 by 2. So B minus 1 by 2 equal to 0. Or we can write B equals 1 by 2. So now we got the values for A, B and C. A equals 0, B equals 1 by 2 and C equals minus 1 by 2. We can substitute in the formula. So we have the formula T equals, K is a constant, K into M raised to A. M raised to A means 0. M raised to A. L raised to B. What is B here? 1 by 2. And G raised to C. What is C? Minus 1 by 2. That is equivalent to K into M raised to 0 means any quantity raised to 0 is 1. So 1. Then L raised to half means root 10. Root 10. And this G raised to minus half, I am taking the denominator. That becomes G raised to plus half. Plus half. That is equivalent to K into root L divided by G raised to half means root G equals K into this root. I am taking the common, this L and G I am taking the common root. So I will be getting root L by G. And if you are putting K equals 2 pi, if the value of K, so if we know the value for this constant, we can substitute here. So here K equals 2 pi. K equals 2 pi. So therefore, how will you write time period? T equals, so instead of K, what we can write now? 2 pi. Remaining what we have? Root of L by G. So this is the formula for which one? Time period of the pendulum. Okay. But this dimension will not give any information about which one? Constants. Constant we should know. So if we know the constant means we can substitute here and we will be getting the formula. So like that we can derive a relationship between a physical quantity with the others. Okay. Third use is to convert one system of unit into another. So in order to convert one system of unit into another, we can use which one? Dimensions. So suppose we have a physical quantity Q. So Q is a physical quantity. In one system, suppose in system 1, in one system, suppose U1 is the unit of this physical quantity, and in another one system, system 2, suppose U2 is the unit of this physical quantity. Okay, and suppose N1 is the magnitude of physical quantity in first system, and N2 be the magnitude of physical quantity in second system. Okay, and we can write that this Q is a physical quantity, and this can be written as Q equals N1 U1 in first system, and similarly in second system we can write Q equals N2 U2. Okay, this Q can be written as N1 U1 in first system, and in second system we can write as Q equal to N2 U2. But both are same physical quantity only. That means we can write as N1 U1 must be equal to which one? N2 U2. So one example I am giving. Suppose this physical quantity means length. Length is the physical quantity, and in one system, suppose unit of length I am taking as meter, and this numerical value I am taking as 1. 1 is a numerical value, and in second system I am taking unit as centimeter. Okay, centimeter, and corresponding numerical value, that means 1 meter is equivalent to how much centimeter? 100. So numerical value is 100. So from this what we can write? 1 meter is equivalent to which one? 100 centimeter. That means N1 U1 equal to N2 U2. Okay, and I am writing dimensions on both sides. So we have N1 U1 equal to N2 U2. So N1 is a constant. N1 into, and suppose I am writing the dimension of which one? First unit U1 in terms of mass, length and time. So we can write as M1 raised to A, power we don't know, M1 raised to A, L1 raised to B and T1 raised to C equals, in second system N2 is a constant, and powers we are writing in terms of M, L and T, M2 raised to, then the second system means you can write as M2. First system I am writing as M1 here. So M2 raised to A, L1 raised to B, and L2 raised to B and T2 raised to C. Okay. And suppose I want to find this numerical value N2. How will you find? N2 equals, so here left hand side we have N1 into M1 raised to A, L1 raised to B, T1 raised to C divided by here M2 raised to A, L2 raised to B, T2 raised to C. Okay. And this powers, equal powers we can write together. So we can write here as N2 equals N1 into M1 by M2. So both are having same powers A raised to A, L1 by L2 raised to B and T1 by T2 raised to C. So by this formula we can find the numerical value for the second system. For example I am giving, suppose I want to convert 1 joule into erg. So we need to find 1 joule into how much erg. That means here in 1 means what is that? N1. Numerical value in the first system, and the joule means that is a unit in first system. Okay, and here we have to find which one? N2 we have to find out, and erg is the unit in second system. Clear? N1 U1 equal to N2 U2. In that N2 we have to find out. Clear? So first of all, this joule and erg is the unit of which one? Work done. So both are units of work done. Work done or energy. So this joule as well as erg are the units of work done, and joule is the SI unit of which one? Work done, and this erg is the CGS unit of which one? Work done. So this joule is the unit of work done in SI system, and erg is the unit of work done in which one? CGS system. Okay, so we are converting one system of unit into another one system. Using which formula? This formula we have to use here. Okay, and we know which physical quantity is here. Which one is here? Work done. And what is the dimension for work done? We know the dimension. Dimension of work done is same as dimension for energy. That means m L square T raised to minus 2. Okay, so this is the dimension of which one? Work done. Okay, so work done dimension is m L square T raised to minus 2. That means power for mass is A. A means here, what is the power here? So instead of A we have, instead of A, mass power is A only. So A is equivalent to, what is the power for mass here? 1. M raised to nothing is there means 1. A equal to 1. And B equals, B means L power is B. The power of L is B. That means B is how much here? 2. So B equals 2. And C equals how much here? What is the power given here? Minus 2. So now we got the values for which one? A, B and C. So here it is C only. T1 by T2 the whole ratio. So we got the values for A, B and C from this dimension. Because dimension of work done is how much? M L square T raised to minus 2. Now what is N1 here? I told you what is N1. N1 means here 1. Okay. So N1 equals 1. N2 we have to find out. Okay. So we know the value for N1 now. Now again what is M1? M1 means here this is SI system. So this joule is the unit of energy in SI system. So in SI system what is mass unit? Kilogram. Okay, so instead of M1 we can write as 1 kilogram. Okay, and similarly L1, what is L1? L1 means the unit of length in which one we have to find out? SI system. So L1 equal to how much here? 1 meter. Then similarly T1. Time in SI system how much? 1 second. So in SI system, so first one I have taken this is SI system. In SI system, M1 equal to 1 kg, L1 equals 1 meter and T1 equals 1 second. Now in CGS system, in CGS, what is M2? M2 we can write as instead of kilogram we have gram, 1 gram, and L2 in CGS what is the unit? Centimeter, so 1 centimeter. And what is T2? Unit is same only, 1 second. Okay. Now we have to substitute in that formula to find N2. So what is the formula for N2? N2 equals N1 into M1 by M2 the whole raised to A. Then L1 by L2 the whole raised to B, and T1 by T2 the whole raised to C. That means what is N1? N1 value is 1. 1 into what is M1? 1 kg. 1 kg divided by what is M2 here? 1 gram. 1 gram into raised to what is power? A is 1 into here what is L1? L1 is taken as 1 meter divided by what is L2? 1 centimeter raised to what is B power? 2. Similarly next one, what is time period? 1 second divided by here also 1 second raised to what is the power? C minus 2. Okay. Now we have to convert into which system now? From SI to which one? CGS. So we have to convert this kilogram into which one now? Gram. So we have N2 equals 1 into, so 1 kilogram I am converting into gram. So 1 kilogram how much gram? 1000 gram. 1000 gram divided by here 1 gram raised to 1 into 1 meter how much centimeter? 100 centimeters. So 100 centimeter divided by 1 centimeter the whole square into here 1 second cancelling 1. 1 into is to minus 2 is 1 only. So I am leaving that one. So it is equivalent to here 1000 means can write as 10 cube. Gram cancel 10 cube into here 10 square the whole square. So 100 means 10 square. Again one whole square is there means 10 raised to 4. So into 10 raised to 4. That means 10 raised to 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay. That means N2 we got as how much here? 10 raised to 7. That means 1 joule is equivalent to how much erg? So 1 joule is equivalent to 10 raised to 7 erg. So this is the relation connecting which one? Joule and erg. Okay. So we studied about the different uses of dimensions. Now what are the limitations of dimensions? What are the limitations of dimensions? First one, it does not tell anything regarding the constants, dimensionless constants. So we can only check whether an equation is dimensionally correct or not. It will not tell anything regarding which one? Constants. Then second one, it fails to derive relations involving which one? Trigonometry. Involving trigonometric, logarithmic and exponential functions. Exponential functions. So it fails to derive relations involving trigonometric, logarithmic and exponential functions, and it does not tell anything regarding which one? Constant. So these are the limitations of dimensions. Okay. So remaining in the next video.